we were trying to do is just trying to find out what that strange thing is. I talked to Jane about it over there. Oh, doctor, if you don't mind me asking, but what's your name again?
Dr. Professor Gene Poole, PhD ME.
Your name is Jane as well. That man over there.
Gene. Gene. Gene.
Jane.
No, it's Gene.
Yeah, Jane.
Uh, Gene.
Yes, Jane.
Close enough. Weren't you the woman the other day that killed the spider? That I didn't I cure your migraine the other day? Was that you?
Wait, what's migraine? What are you talking about?
Yes, it was you indeed. Wonderful. And you?
Oh yeah, I remember. You fought that little fella. Oh, you hit him with 2 punches and he went down.
Oh yes, the little veterinarian boy. Oh yes, he's got something in his future for sure. I'm sorry?
Oh, have you seen him ever since?
Not yet, not yet. Today is the first day that I've come back into Valentine.
Did he just laugh maniacally, mister?
No problem.
Not maniacally at all. What? Are you making fun of my Midwestern accent?
Yeah, I think I am.
Oh, not very cordial, are you?
I ain't very cultural.
Cordial.
Oh, no, not really that neither.
Okay, well, not everybody can be, I suppose.
As even I stay then.
You as well. Now aren't you little Thomas? Isn't that you?
Yep.
Wonderful. Yes. If you are still willing, I still need a note taker every now and then. Not today, but I was thinking here in about 2 days, I'll definitely need a note taker for a procedure or experiment I'm going to try.
Okay, maybe just send me a telegram.
Wonderful. What's your last name, little Thomas?
Foster?
Thomas Foster. Hold on. Let me make a mental note of that.
All right.
All right.
Do you think you could take me and my friend to
Come on,
your
Thomas, we're
lab?
going.
Wait, where were we going?
Miss Marie wants to look at some house or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not headed to the lab this evening, unfortunately, unless I find one of the members of the security team, like Linny or somebody, because I've hired them to escort me so we can go safely.
Oh, okay. Well then, next time, I guess.
Wonderful. Right. Have yourself a good day, little Thomas.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you too, whatever your name is. I really like your style. Yes, I'd like to deposit some money, please.
Yes, sir. How you doing today, Dr. Poole?
I'm doing very well, Rusty. Thank you very much.
Hey, how much do you want to deposit today?
Oh, let's say $80, shall we?
$80? Wow, you're in the money, huh, sir?
Well, it's starting to pick up a bit, yes.
All right, let me fill out this deposit slip, sir.
Wonderful. All right, there you go. I put my X on it instead of just my name. But you know it's my X. It's, from the way it crisscrosses with the little squiggly.
Oh, yes, sir. I've got it right here. It's in your account and in your files. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Mr. Felchenbottoms. I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too, Dr. Poole. Thank you.
Wonderful. Oh, my God. Would you look at this mess?
Not attention's Jason.
Look at that. I think it's another leprechaun.
Oh, why does everybody gotta call me a leprechaun?
The
I
hell's
don't
a leprechaun?
understand.
Oh, you're not familiar with the Irish or the Celt? What would you call it?
I believe I got
Nice
some
jacket,
Celtic
Folklore?
family there. Yeah, you got a nice jacket there yourself.
feel better.
Who, me?
Leprechaun is.
I've had a few people call me leprechaun for various reasons, but I just think it's another one of them devils that's always tempting people into all sorts of sinning.
You saying you a devil that's talking people into sitting there?
Oh no, I'm a man of the Lord and a man of the cloth. My name
Oh, another one of those.
is Sin, and there ain't no devilry going on with me. And
I did meet a leprechaun the other day as well. Well, he says he's not a leprechaun. He was only 80-some years old, very short, wearing green as you are. And that he was looking for gold. That's all I know.
are you looking for gold?
Only to fashion some wiring for my laboratory up north.
Where the hell you find the gold?
Well, there are some panning spots. I've been told about one. Oh my goodness. Oh, wonderful. There are some panning spots. There is a member of the security organization that's supposed to show me where to go panning, but I don't think he's about right now.
Did he break the window?
Hey, fella, your music's definitely doing some number here.
Curse.
You got damn 8 people in here just playing that.
I hear you are.
Very loud.
I tell you, I ain't no leprechaun.
What's what? Oh,
Hello? What?
my goodness, I'm feeling crowded here. Holy shitballs, thank you. Never hurts to know a leprechaun.
I ain't no leprechaun.
Oh, well,
Hearing echoes myself.
Alright, morning.
a short man wearing green that loves gold then. Either way.
Oh, you can just call me
Mighty
Jason.
fine if I don't.
Jason. That's a good name.
Uh,
That's my real first
My
name.
father's name.
Anyone in
I like
don't know.
the outfit you got. It's like,
Oh, indeed.
Still, if that's all right.
Of course.
so what's your name, man?
Let's see.
Oh, you what?
Here's your bowl of stew. Just go ahead and heat it up.
William Moses
Oops.
from Kentucky.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure to meet you, William.
This is all mine,
Oh,
man.
do you know the...
How
Oh,
much?
Jesus.
All the
What you
drinks.
do around here?
Hey,
Howdy.
I work mostly out of Saint Denis.
How about a bourbon?
How
Miss Marie over there.
You want a bourbon as well?
Please.
What
Unless
is
you
it?
have some sarsaparilla.
He's roughing up or like some security work.
I still don't have any of that
Hey,
stuff,
for
friend.
the most part,
Okay. What number is he?
Yeah,
Much for your trouble there, partner.
for the most
Appreciate
part,
you.
my team's got a
What
tower.
is your lucky number? What is your lucky number there? 97.
You can look for anybody like me or no?
That's right.
Perhaps later, but not right now. Sorry.
Okay. That's all good, man.
How much are the drinks?
Just keep me in mind.
There you go. With a tip to go on top of it.
What do you guys do down there?
That's mighty kind of you.
I mostly got.
Thank you.
Well, we ain't Valentine.
Mighty.
can I get mine?
Yes, friend.
How much are the drinks here?
How's this?
Help! They're trying to take me gold.
Is that better?
Good Lord.
Well, what's your
Oh,
name,
yeah,
sir?
you sound better there. But
Dr. Professor Gene Poole, PhD, ME.
Gene Poole.
Indeed.
what the hell's a PhD?
No, PhD, ME.
So what you do, mister?
I just met somebody earlier, and I'm about to send a telegram to the security service and see if there's anybody about, so I can get escorted to my laboratory.
Oh, I can, if you need security, son, I can do that.
Well, I already have a contract with a security firm.
Well, you know, I'm right
How's
here.
that working out for you?
Oh, they're wonderful, but I haven't really used them yet, so I can't really say that, I guess.
So that's what I'm saying, sir. See, instead of sending a
Bit
telegram,
condescending
you
there
just
with
use
the
me.
answer, then, ain't you?
Well, you see, I've already prepaid them, though. So. Oh my goodness!
Well done. Oh hell.
Moses.
Hang on right out of here.
William Moses. All right, seems to be okay now.
Pleasure's all mine, sir.
Say, tall chap, do you fancy yourself a scientist, do you?
Indeed.
You don't mind sharing laboratory space, do you?
Well, I don't own it. It is owned by the university that I graduated from.
Oh,
Which
okay.
university's that there,
Oh,
fella?
sure.
That is University of Phoenix Home School.
That's quite an
Sure.
interesting name there.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll be bringing up some equipment shortly.
Oh, wonderful! Your name is not does not has to happen to be Alistair Farnsworth, does it?
Oh, very same.
Oh, wonderful! I was just down in where was that? down near Tumbleweed. I met some people down on a bar. They said I might meet you on the way there.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure.
Armadillo. Yes, Armadillo.
What's your name?
Dr. Professor Gene Poole, PhD ME.
Oi, Jane.
Mighty
Well,
fine.
Oh, you as well. Yes, yes. I would love to collaborate with you if you ever do collaborations.
Look mighty familiar. Is your name Maria?
I like to
sir, how you
keep
doing?
my
That's the beef.
research to
Aye.
myself. That's
Oh,
good.
indeed, I understand.
It's New Alexandria.
Let's move to the other side of the bar, shall we?
Indeed. It is very nice to see you again, little lady. And I will talk to you, whenever I'm a bit less busy.
Sure.
Actually, is there bartender? Bartender? No, he's gone. God damn it! I can have him get us both a drink.
Howdy, ma'am. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
Don't you even fit on these chairs?
Oh, indeed. Yes, my knees do touch the table a bit, unfortunately.
I'm sure. Well, I like to keep my research close to my heart. It's going to make me a very wealthy man, it will.
Oh, I definitely understand where you're coming from. I like more theoretical aspects and then try to make them into practical applications, as it were. Maybe I shouldn't share it with you, but I have had 2 successful procedures so far with this thing that I'm inventing, this procedure. I like to come up with new procedures.
Oh, okay. I can work with electricity, I do. I can give you the broad strokes. I believe that we can more efficiently harness the power of electricity. And through your own body you can. I'm developing a device to store electricity through your body like
Shit.
a conduit.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, harness the power of electricity, you will. Turn on lights simply by willing them to turn on.
That's
That's
intriguing indeed.
to know.
I tell you what, I have dabbled a little bit in, the fields of electrical currents and fields, magnetic fields as well. In fact, my horse Igor is so slow and cumbersome, no stamina. So I thought, what would happen if I, kind of put, some wiring together, a couple little helmets, a couple Faraday cages that I'd keep myself safe in. And what would happen if I crossed the electrical impulses and signals of a homing pigeon with my horse? Maybe he can take me anywhere without me having to know where I'm going. I just let him know this is where I want to go, and there we go. And so far, it's working.
Very interesting. So, you say you only dabble with the electricity.
Yes.
What sciences are you more keen on then?
I love biology, anatomy, things like that. I tell you what, you show me yours, I'll show you mine. You tell me one thing that besides the electricity that is your field. You tell me a small thing that you might have worked on or succeeded at, and I'll tell you one that I have with the anatomy aspect.
Well, I've always been interested in electricity. I don't do any other sciences.
I know, right?
And I really don't have many interesting things. I haven't had too much success with my other endeavors. I've just contributed towards a few patents, nothing exciting. Really nothing worth talking about, frankly. My real life's work is what I'm working on now, and I've already told you about this.
Yeah, you're trying to keep it close to your chest. I tell you what, since you don't really focus on anatomy or anything like that, right?
No, I quite frankly, I find most people to be very dull. I do.
Indeed. Well, I tell you what, I'll tell you something I've been working on. So if you ever find blood that I've missed or something like that, I am inventing what I call the skin graft. And pardon me, sorry. Anyway, the skin graft. And what that is when somebody becomes disfigured a little too much, I remove some skin from, a part of their body that they will not miss it, let it heal, of course. I use that skin that I take from them, and I cut out the mangled skin of where they want, the blemish gone. And, I put in that new piece of skin. It's from their own body. I knew it wouldn't work with other animals, cross species, but I thought, what about, and I know sometimes it doesn't work, from donors. So I was like, what about from their own body? Our cuts always heal together. So it seems to be working quite well. So far, I have replaced, what was his name? Muggsy McDouches. I've replaced his eyelids because he got them, one of them cut off, or one eyelid, cut off, during a farm accident. So what I did is I used his foreskin and attached it, for his eyes. Unfortunately, he does now have curly eyelashes, and he'll be cockeyed for the rest of his life. The other one, I got kissed, something happened to his scrotum, as it were. It was extremely damaged. Who is this? Emmett McDuff, that was. And, once again, using the foreskin, I created a pouch. Made an incision below the taint, stuffed his little nuts in there, sewed it up, and he said it's healed together wonderfully, and, that he likes them better than his old ones.
Oh. Very interesting.
Now, don't get me wrong, I don't just focus on foreskin, as the little veterinarian boy around here would have you believe.
No, scrotum as well.
Here's just creativity. I have to use what I have at hand. But that little veterinarian boy around here, oh, he best be careful. He'll end up as an experiment.
I haven't met any veterinaries.
Good. He's just a little shit is what he is.
Oh.
He says he's a veterinarian. I got him to admit he's never been trained in any of my fields, medically, And he still says that I'm mad somehow. I told him I'm not angry. And that, he has to agree with me, but he doesn't want to. And then, so he left, came back later and tried to start a fist fight with me and actually assaulted me. I think he's jealous that he's not as ingenious or creative.
Perhaps.
You seen any lawmen around?
I do believe, though, that, he would be, quite the nemesis.
Actually, hey, drinks on me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's move somewhere else. Back to the bar, as it were.
You brought a crowd over there, mister.
Did you get that?
Oh, goodness. Do you perform in the theater?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, wonderful.
Do. How do you do, good sir?
Did you get that, fella?
No.
I don't believe so. Let me take a look
What do you
here.
do?
I play as a man that they call the Grand Phantom, of course.
Wonderful.
Is that opera?
Absolutely
I
not.
don't believe I got
no.
anything there, mister.
What about the little lady? Did you get
It's a
something?
tale of a murderous
Let me
man.
go check my satchel.
Oh.
Yes.
Where do you do your shows at?
It's fine.
Well, anywhere I
appreciate
want, really.
No
Oh,
problem.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Do you advertise them so we can come see them at some point?
Well,
Don't
depends.
remember
It
what
depends.
happened.
I may once I get established in my, everything I have to do. Please excuse me. I have some business to attend to.
No problem.
Well,
Take care.
why,
We'll
seems
go ask
like
the
a light
folks a
chap.
question. Be right back.
Indeed. Very cultured.
Well, I best be going.
Indeed. Is my voice too loud for you? Am I speaking too loud in your ears?
You're a little bit louder than everybody else, but
Hold on.
not terribly so. I must profess, my hearing isn't what it used to be. Oh, I forgot my hat.
Oh, yes, indeed. Is this any better? Is this any better for you?
It's about the same, but as I said, I think you are just fine. But my hearing isn't quite what it used to be.
I see. Well, I'm gonna try to lower my voice a bit more.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. All right, goodbye there, mister.
Audio.
What kind of experiments you do there, Mr. Scientist?
I do all kinds. Is my voice too loud for you?
I just kind of change where it needs to be between people. To be honest, mister, I ain't sure who's too loud or too quiet around these parts.
Well, I'm just wondering how it sounds to you. Am I overbearing you, or is it too quiet? Is it too loud?
You were initially, but right now I think you sound pretty all right to me.
Wonderful.
It works really well with the way I think you're trying to perceive yourself.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Wait, I gotta put on my hat here. Hold on. God damn it. God damn it. Shit, wrong one. Close, eye, head, hat. Whoops. Close. Wonderful. Well, most of my experiments are, a bit secretive, but, if you ever want to volunteer, I can always use, somebody to help me or something like that. Or basically, it revolves around trying to improve or alter one's appearance using their own skin. I call it skin grafting.
The hell's the point of it?
Well, let's say that you or a lady, say she gets burned on her face. She falls into the kerosene lantern. It burns, a good portion of her face. And she doesn't like the look, so she wants to cover it. But I might be able to fix that someday. I might be able to take skin from another part of a body where nobody sees. Make that heal as well. And then replace the damaged portion of her face into something more smooth. And, beautiful, less scarring, as it were.
Yeah, I do like the idea where you getting out there, partner. Luckily, I ain't had any huge misfortunes that have permanently scarred myself, but you should be looking for people with some fucked up faces there, partner.
Oh, indeed. I tell you what, I'm also, just kind of freeballing it here. But imagine the criminal element. Let's say they're a little too wanted, as it were. Maybe I can alter their entire facial features. That's that's kind of on the low there, but that's
You onto something there. That ain't a bad idea, especially around these parts.
indeed. One day,
You should either find yourself somebody who is high profile that will need something that done to, or you need to be testing it out there on these little fellers.
Oh, I
Maybe
agree.
They don't even know they are scarred. Maybe they accidentally get scarred, and then you just happen to be there afterwards.
That's true. But I'm still working my way to that. Trial and error, as it were. So far, I've had 2 successful surgeries. I replaced one man's eyelid and another man's scrotum.
Good Lord, how the hell did you replace the scrotum?
Well, it's a very delicate procedure. Basically, here, sit down, have a seat.
I mean, you can get near my scrotum. I ain't trying to get my scrotum here.
No. That was only after an emergency. He had major trauma done. So what had happened was, I was approached by this group of 3 or 4 men. One of them had massive trauma to his scrotum. They said that the other doctors would not repair it for him. I thought that, kind of went against the Hippocratic oath that we take as doctors. So I told them to come up. If they wanted to come up to my lab, I would do my best to fix the damage, repair it, as it were. When we got up there, I found out it was not repairable. His 2 testes were hanging down there, like a couple of acorns hanging from a dried umbilical cord from a newborn baby. It was disgusting. So what I had done was I made a small incision right above his taint. And then I circumcised him and used the foreskin and fashioned it into a pouch, which, I've then stuffed his little testes into and then reattached to the incision I made on his taint. He said that it is healed together nicely and that he likes it better than the old pair, and that his fiancée, who I am supposed to check for STDs before they get married, loves them. So I guess I did something right.
Yeah, it sounds like you really helped.
Yeah, real time RP 22. I'm sorry, what was that?
It sounds like you really helped that feller out.
Well, see, this is the issue. This is why that little veterinarian boy has an issue with me. He doesn't understand progress. It is a disgusting thing. It is strange, but I saved that man's life. He could have bled out.
Yeah,
I saved his testicles as well. Oh, you'll be okay there. You'll be okay. Here, let me hold your hair back for you. Oh, wait a minute, it's short. I'll take. There you go. I'll just pat on your back a bit here. Yeah, get over. Oh, yeah, get over here so I don't get that on me. Yo, no! Oh, you'll be okay there.
Goddamn peanuts from the bar.
Oh, there's nothing better than bartender nuts in your mouth. Oh, no! Oh, you'll be okay. Oh, poor boy.
All right. I think I'm all right now, fella. Good Lord, you know.
Right. Yes.
You're a good man to do all that for them people, but good Lord, I don't know how you get near it.
Well, you know, it does take a certain breed, as it were.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step away from this. The smell ain't doing too
Oh,
good.
yes. I'm used to all kinds of smells. If I were you, I'd go by the bar, wash your mouth out with some bourbon. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I still got a little bourbon left in my bag here. I'm
Yes.
drink a little.
Yes, don't, make sure you put the bartender's nuts here in your mouth. That'll help, replenish any nutrients that you've lost while you were vomiting.
You're right. I need that protein from the bartender's nuts there.
That's right. No nuts have more protein than a bartender's nuts.
Oh hell, that's filling.
Right. I tell you, one of the best, most nutritious thing that you can eat, if you took filet mignon and you hammered berries and different kinds of nuts into it with a wooden mallet, and then jerkied it, that is one of the most nutritious things your body can have. You can use little strips of that and survive for months.
You know, I believe you there, feller. But I do just like stuffing these bartender's nuts down my face.
Oh, I agree. I like to roll around the nuts in my mouth before I chew on them.
Yeah, just twirl around the tongue a little bit. You know, it salivates.
Indeed. I mean, they're not too salty. They're not salted. They're just salty enough. Bartender nuts.
You're out there, partner.
Oh, look, the bartender showed up. Bartender, we need more of your nuts in our mouth. We're out.
No, unfortunately, I'd need to make a bit of a run to get them up to Emerald Ranch, and, well, maybe next morning.
Oh, indeed. Thank you. Okay.
Well, I appreciate you letting me take your nuts in my mouth there, partner.
I got a few packs down here. Those a bit of the finer stuff, so it'll set you back $1 each.
You know what? I'll take some nuts for the road.
Alrighty then.
I'll take a bourbon. 97. Oops.
There you go.
Give cash.
Here's some money for you there, partner. Appreciate you.
Thank you kindly, and here's your bourbon.
$97.50. Wonderful. That's a great in the mouth, even edible nuts. Edible nuts.
Anyone
Wonderful,
else?
thank you.
I think I'm all right now there, fella. I appreciate you.
Alrighty. What about you, partner?
I'm good. I got my pipe.
That's the good stuff there.
That's not too bad, I suppose. Wouldn't call it the good stuff.
Oh, what are you feeding us this swill for? It tasted good to me. Now you have me believing there's better.
Well, I do have finer stuff, but unfortunately it'll set you back a little more.
That's all right. Money's no objective, or no object. Consequence, as it were.
Well, if you're so insisted, I can get a bottle of the fine liquor down here. Set you back about $5.
Okay, well, I'll go to the bank real quick. Do you have any of the Hennessy?
The hell's
Can't
Hennessy?
quite say I do. Not in Valentine, anyway.
Oh, damn it. It's all right.
Might have some in the spare Blackwater.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll take the best shot you have. Let me go to the bank real quick. Oh, pardon me.
Wish I was flush with cash.
Thank you. All right. Oh, Rusty Filchin-Bottoms, it's you again.
Indeed it is, sir.
Well, I'd like to make a withdrawal, as it were.
Yes, sir. Just fill out this slip.
You've got it, Mr. Filchin-Bottoms. Oh, wait. It's not Filchin-Bottoms, it's Filchin-Bums, isn't it? Yes.
That's right, sir. Thank you for remembering it correctly this time.
Well, it did take you a moment to start calling me doctor. You know, you calling me mister all the time.
I know, sir. I'm very sorry about that, but I have it right now.
That's right, Mr. Filchin-Bums. And now I am saying your name correctly as well.
Yes, you are. Thank you, Dr. Professor Gene Poole, PhD, ME.
You're welcome, Rusty. Now, where's that deposit slip?
How much do you want, sir?
I'll let you read that, Rusty, so nobody else knows how much I have, Rusty.
$10? Okay.
Rusty! I just told you, don't say it out loud! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Dr. Professor Poole.
Just give me my money and let me be off.
Here you go, thank you. Come again.
Oh, indeed.
Nice!
You ain't gonna try and experiment with my dog, is you there, Mr. Scientist?
It depends. Oh, he's a beautiful, beautiful animal. Come here, boy. Hello. Hey, are you okay? Here, sniff my finger. I promise, it's been in nobody's, orifices. Oh, yes, there you go.
Is that your first fucking response to saying a dog there, mister?
Oh, I like animals. Hi, buddy. What's your name there? Oh, come back. Come back. You're okay. I just want to pet you. Damn mangy mutt. I mean, yes, wonderful dog you have there.
Is Lane normal around him?
I am normal. I rarely get to, talk with, or, I like animals more than people, as it were.
Yeah, I'm usually right there with you. I guess it depends on the animal.
Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Wonderful.
I might try me, whatever that little bottle is there.
No, it's a special of a partner of mine, Miss Hammer.
I apologize. I lost my pet the other day. I had a long-tailed bobcat named Mr. Snifferpippets. I brought him to the veterinarian, and they took him to the butcher.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Oh, really? Do you remember who it was that carried him?
No.
Was it the doctor himself? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was the doctor himself.
The little fat guy. That's what I remember. The little fat guy.
Yeah,
with
that
the
was
glasses.
him. He was small, fat, had no glasses, long black hair.
Something like that. Okay, thank you. If you remember his name, please let me know.
Sure. I believe his name was,
Yes.
Mr. Slimy.
Slimy. Yes, that makes sense. Such a slimy, sleazy act that he did. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I think it's time for me to be off.
Good one, I suppose.
Wait, I'm sorry. I forgot my good bourbon.
Oh.
I left my hat at the bar.
He forgets his hat everywhere.
There we go.
Well, here you go. I should set you back $5.
Shh. 97, 5, 50. Keep the tip there.
Oh, well, thank you kindly.
You're wonderful. Listen, if you ever get circumcised, tell that to your surgeon. He'll get a rolling laugh out of it.
All right.
Well, maybe I should go get a drink. Indeed. Hello, sir.
Royal Army. I got tired of my captain one day, and I did
perhaps break his nose with my fist.
Shit, I feel so bad for you, brother.
I had a good gig, but I lost my temper one day, and I had to leave. Really?
But maybe like different towns, needed more or something.
I mean,
I
after
think wood is
leaving,
wood.
that is true. That is absolutely true. You know, I mean, I'm not familiar with too many towns. Do you know my friend, Nikolai? Did you have to spend any time at Fort Ross back in California, Russian settlement?
I'm gonna take a toke here while we. I'm just
Fort
listening
Ross,
for something of interest.
Fort Ross.
Only
Dr.
little
Poole
bit of
is
time,
very
like,
observant.
Literally a day.
And he chooses his
That
quote-unquote
is only my
patience.
familiarity. Once I left that, I found
Very
Blackwater after
selectively.
many weeks of travel on my horse Vasha, and then I went even east further still. I find it, and then came to Valentine. You know, I find it very funny. So many of these Americans out here have gone. They say, "Well, I've traveled west," and I go, "No, I have gone very, very far east to be here."
What the fuck was that?
Yes, I go through a lot of the United States. I actually go through most of it. We hop from
He is
place
not
to
from
place. We
Colorado.
couldn't find a place that we could call home, you know.
He does not go to the east side. He goes to the far east side.
Then there,
The far
many
east
places
side.
are very
Oh, he's very
underdeveloped.
purple.
There's
Nice
no
purple.
civility.
Looks nice.
Are you Dimitri?
Is this purple man Dimitri? Hello? Are you
Are
Dimitri?
you Dimitri? Wait, is this
I
Dimitri?
need to ask these guys
Dimitri,
something
it's
actually.
good to see you.
Well, were you the gentleman which horse I sat on the back on and you called me ugly in Saint Denis?
Oh.
Who is that? Oh, I'm getting out of the fucking way.
Indeed.
Wait, no, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
What was?
No, I'm talking to this guy here.
What? Me?
What,
I
this-
have never, I have
this
never
guy?
met you in my life.
Or this guy.
What are you speaking of?
I tell you what, if you do want help with that issue, though, I am developing a new procedure to help improve the looks of people's faces and bodies and such.
Oh no, oh no.
You guys should fight.
Oh no, I do no harm. The Hippocratic Oath there.
Dimitri.
Yeah, tell on Dimitri.
Hold on, everyone stop. What are you talking about, the man with nice?
What
Oh, well,
does
okay, then have a good day.
man look like that?
Well, very good.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it was Dimitri.
It was probably
I
Dimitri.
think it was Dimitri. This poor Dimitri man is going to be like, what is that?
I think we need to make a pack. As soon as we find out who Dimitri is, we come yelling it through Valentine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Run through streets.
Dimitri.
Tell you what, I'm sorry to interfere in your conversation, but does anybody know if any of the security service is about?
Security, what?
Security.
Yes, there's a
the sheriff?
Jimmy.
No. I know one Lenny Large, Jimmy Lightfoot, Patches, Jerry, Alfie, Benny, Zeke, or Joe McGavin.
Probably.
No.
I do know
No,
Jimmy
can't help
Lightfoot,
you.
but I have not seen him.
So none of those, you have never seen any of those about here recently?
No,
Can't say I
unfortunately. no.
Damn. I've hired them, prepaid them for a contract to escort me to my laboratory up north. Because, when I go up there, it gets dangerous, as it were.
Oh, it must be dangerous. Hey, Nikolai, what do you say?
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like Dimitri has probably
Hey.
forfeited his contract. What was it worth?
Oh, no, I've already paid it, so they'll have to fulfill it. But, I do pay about $25 per person for the escort. I know that there's a long-tailed bobcat up there who does not like me, it seems.
Ah, yeah, look at that,
You need to go to laboratory, mister?
Indeed!
What's a
Are you
laboratory?
scientist? Is that what you are? You do scientific things.
Oh, yes. Wondrous scientific experiments.
Can you make a thing go back to life?
Oh, no, I've not even thought about that. That is a fairly interesting concept, though.
Could you find us Dimitri?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Can you
I'm
find
not
us?
a detective.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'm kind of a detector of facts. More trial and error, though. Right now, I'm perfecting what I call skin grafting. And I've got two procedures that I've done that are quite successful. One with replacing an eyelid, and the other replacing a scrotum.
Wait, you
Scrotum.
replace scrotum? What? What?
Hey, I'm not. It wasn't my idea.
How?
Not my idea at all.
Whose idea was it?
Well, the man with the mangled scrotum, I suppose. Him and two of his friends came up to me and they're like, "Listen, no doctors will help my friend here. He's destroyed his scrotum. He's got. It looked like two little acorns hanging from a dried umbilical cords. It was disgusting."
Sounds like something Dimitri would say.
What could happen for somebody to not have scrotum? What is? What did
Yeah,
they
what
bite
did they
down
do?
too much of
Just
sack?
gut?
Make sure you shoe your horse or your donkey, correctly is all I would say. He also says that something about sky people or something, but I figured maybe he was delirious from the pain.
You need to go to the laboratory now. I'd like to check this laboratory out.
Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to, but I just, as long as you can be trusted, I don't want to be, murdered or anything like that.
All right. $25 for everyone. Let's look.
Oh no, it's not for everybody. I only need 2 escorts.
Contract is totally broken. Looks like 8 of us are going now.
Oh no, no, it's not the way it works.
All of us.
But listen, you can trust Nikolai, okay? Nikolai, don't do that.
Achilles, what are you doing?
All right, Nikolai, help people.
Nikolai, are you the Russian that I met in Saint Denis who helped me procure the cameras?
Нет.
Okay, damn it.
Nah, you sure it was not Dimitri?
It was
no idea. I'm not good with the names, as it were.
Russia!
But anyway, the fellow with the scrotum issue, he was going to bleed out. He said no other doctors would work on it, so they brought him to my lab. I cut off his foreskin, fashioned it into a pouch, tucked his little testes in there, and put it on his taint, and he says that he likes it a lot better than the old ones.
Well, we take you.
We'll take all of us to the laboratory. $10 a piece.
$10 a piece for all of you? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $40 there. I'm no math surgeon, but I believe that's right.
Dude.
Yeah.
Will you be paying
that's
50
40.
for 2 when you can get 40 for 4?
That is true. Yo. You had a point there.
Oh, he's Russian.
Oh, let me tell you just real quick. The other procedure, the skin grafting is working, I'm telling you. For some reason, it tends to revolve around the foreskin. I'm sorry about that, just for the first 2 procedures. But, this one Muggsy McDouches had lost an eyelid. So I circumcised him and fashioned a new eyelid. Unfortunately, now he has... Yes. Unfortunately, now he has curly eyelashes, and he'll be cockeyed for the rest of his life. Indeed.
Oh, I see what you do there.
That brings no meaning to deckhand.
Hey, well, at least I'm not a circumcision surgeon. I would have wanted to keep the tip.
Oh. Okay, I know where the lab is. I've been there
Okay.
before.
We need about $45 here. Rusty! Yes, sir, Dr. Poole, I'm sorry. It's no problem, Rusty. I need to make a withdrawal. Yes, sir, Dr. Poole. Please fill out this deposit slip. Indeed, Mr. Filchenbums. All right. Let's withdraw 40. Fuck it. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Mr. Filchenbums. No problem, Dr. Poole. You come back whenever you need some help, okay? I will do.
You must be, and you must be. Everyone is Dimitri.
Yeah, honestly, every Russian they meet is Dimitri.
How do all of you have the same breed that I have? This is very strange indeed.
Oh, Blit, this is
It was meant to be.
You must have got the horse from
You
Dimitri.
see, Mr.
You must have got it from Dimitri.
It
yeah.
was meant to
Igor, get here, you foul beast!
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Here you are.
Scientist.
Good, Igor. Okay. All right.
Go
Well,
this way.
what I'll do is I'll just follow you. Actually, I don't run my horse everywhere because, unfortunately, that'll kill them. So.
Mr. Scientist,
Yeah,
what
we
is
can't
name?
hear you back here. Speak up.
I apologize. Is this better?
Yeah.
So, what is name, Mr. Scientist? What is name?
Oh, Dr. Professor Gene Poole, PhD, ME.
Back to it.
I will
Jim?
call you Poole, okay?
Okay, Dr. Poole.
Yes.
With he does the skin. Okay.
The open mind.
No, no, no.
Wonderful.
Take up the rear. If we're going to protect the good doctor, then I will take up the rear.
Hey, what? I'm sorry, it's mostly clicks and whistles out of your mouth.
What do you mean?
He's just saying he's gonna protect your rear.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Yes, thank you for the... Thank you. Oh, my goodness. God damn it. Oh, you found me. No. Oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at him. Yes, get him. Indeed.
You say, Wolf, we shall receive everyone okay?
Look, it's already paid off. What an investment.
Yeah, oh. Yeah.
There you are, you stupid ignoramus of a horse.
That's very nice.
Yeah. Well, he's not so stupid. I have done one procedure on him. Oh, pardon. I've kind of electrically, if you guys are familiar with electricity, I've crossed his electromagnetic signal with a homing pigeon. So while he may not be fast, and he may not be, have much endurance, he can get me where I'm going without any need for my own help.
Really?
Indeed.
Interesting. Oh.
I call it magnetic transference.
Okay.
Don't know what it means, but okay, continue, I guess.
All right. Yes, good investment already. I'm sorry, could you guys, I do have a slight short-term memory problem when it comes to names, especially, what are your names again?
Me in front is Nikolai.
Wonderful.
And to your left is Big Ben.
Big Ben, I should be able to remember that, I don't know why I don't.
And on your right is Damien.
Oh, well, I'm not quite religious, but, very strong name.
It's not religious, I promise.
Behind you is Artyom.
Artichoke?
No.
Oh,
What was that again?
Artyom.
Gotcha.
Artyom.
Artyom.
Yes.
Ah, must be Latin.
No, it is Russian.
I mean, sort of.
I'm sorry. I was, taking a drag off this hemp rope that I have fashioned, so I was unable to hear you under my car, over my coughs.
It once and ran into grizzly and killed grizzly with one shot to head.
Oh, you are quite the athlete, are you not?
Speaking of grizzly, going this way, we might see a couple, so get ready to have fun.
That's what you guys are being paid for.
Yes, we protect you, but you want to know what is best way to get rid of grizzly? You want to know?
Well, I'm hoping never to go, but sure.
Don't move a muscle.
Use honey.
No, if you use honey, it is going to bite you in half.
Oh.
Best course of action is shoot it right in fucking face.
Yes, it is a very good course of action. That is 100% success rate.
See, I have vowed to do no harm. It's the Hippocratic oath for doctors, as it were.
What do you harm, so...
Yes, well, the worst I can do is defend myself, and I do my best with my trusty scalpel.
Not going to do you a favor. It's going to, well, I don't know, jump you in here.
I did have to beat up the young veterinarian boy back there to Valentine. Well, he started hitting me first, and he's just not as good at it, I guess, as I am.
Veterinarian boy? How old was he?
I don't know. He's just very small and, thinks he's better than everybody else.
Did he have a mustache?
He sounds like.
I think he was clean shaven. He had these circular glasses on.
No.
Cool, I didn't know you had it in you.
Oh, indeed. Oh, sorry. Yes, it's rainy. We need to get up. Go a little bit faster.
Let's go very fast, right?
Oh, where are you going? God damn it, Igor! What the fuck are you doing? That way, Igor. That way.
You okay there, Mr. Scientist?
Yes, this blasted infernal horse. Sometimes, I guess he gets a bit confused, over that homing pigeon in the field.
Yeah, I haven't been this wet since I fucked 3 horses one time. It was like flowing ocean with a fishy smell.
I haven't been this wet since I've seen the video.
Oh, pardon me. Just be careful with those whores. You might catch the gonorrhea.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Used to it. I apologize profusely. The hemp is a motherfucker.
He is smirking. The fun stuff.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. Yes, you guys, this direction, isn't it not?
Oh, you're the scientist.
Indeed.
There you are, everything okay back there?
Oh yes, we're fine, thank you. I just this hemp rope that I've been smoking on just threw me for a loop there for a moment.
Let me go first and let's be carefully.
What? What was that?
Oh indeed, what the fuck? It's easy! God damn it, Igor!
What's this happening there?
Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh!
Are you
Achilles. What have I told you
Oh,
about knocking
that's a
people over?
surprise attack. Oh my god.
Ouch. Igor!
Oh my god. Oy.
Sorry, but my horse gets excited when it sees a
What happened? You ran into my wolves?
Yes, Wolf actually literally bit my ass cheek.
Oh, is that you, Igor?
I believe the big guy with the weird haircut.
Well, that is you.
Did we lose somebody?
we lost the man.
We
that
did
said he was
lose
wearing
one
red,
person.
but he was actually wearing brown.
Okay, take time.
Of course, you can have as much time as you want.
I'm going to beat shit at the wolf. Give me a second. Yes, wolf.
So how many times you get mistaken for Dimitri then?
I've been asked if I've known Dmitri about 1,000 fucking times at this point.
Do you know Dimitri 1001?
No, fuck you. I don't know fucking Dmitri. Fuck Dmitri at this point. If I see him, I'll punch him, I swear to God.
Dimitri can honestly fuck off. You little bitch wolf.
No.
Well,
little
whoever he
bitch.
is, he sounds like an important person.
You little fucking.
Friend, how are you?
Don't bite me.
I don't know who Dmitri is.
Sounds like a leader of something.
Da, maybe.
He's
I don't know.
the
Never
leader.
fucking met him. Only ever been asked about him, so no, I know nothing.
He's a mysterious man that I met once. And his
Oh, you
name is
actually met
Lloyd.
Dimitri?
I actually met him. I did. I met
What does
him.
he even look like?
He wears all black. And he looks kind of pale. And he, well, speaks like me and Artyom, but doesn't sound anything like us.
No, okay.
Is he a tall guy?
No, he's kind of short, a little bit portly, you know.
It wasn't that guy that's being called Vampire.
Are you are from around here?
Oh no, I've come out here because this is where the university said I could work, using their lab.
Which university?
Oh, why, University of Phoenix Homeschool, of course.
So you get taught at home?
I'm sorry?
So you get taught at home?
Oh, yeah, it's correspondence courses is what it's really called.
What does that?
That is when you do the actual work from home, but you get the degree and you get the credit.
Never heard of that big English word.
Yes, it's called correspondence courses.
What is?
Correspondence.
What mean?
Yes, I just have to research it a bit if I were you. It's wonderful. Look at me, I'm now a PhD and an ME.
Credit, does that mean you get money?
No, like school credit. Like when you're in the university, you get what's called credits for completing courses throughout the semesters and such.
Credits, are they like things that you have to have for certain things?
Indeed, goddammit, Igor. Yes, you have to be accredited in many different disciplines in order to receive a degree. And to be accredited, they have to have the work or put in the information that you're tested on. So that's done through them. They send it to me. I fill it all out and I do my work and I send it back and I get my credit, my score from it as well.
Of course, it is like thing that says I completed this.
Oh, yes, that's called a degree.
Things.
Sorry, repeat that, please.
Then you have to get certain amount of things.
What do you mean amount of things? Amount of what things?
To get the degree.
Yes, you need a certain amount of credits.
This.
Who decides this shit?
The university.
Politician.
Oh yes, politicians. Yes, that's part of it. They have congressional rules, as it were, to be able to practice as a practicing doctor. But I don't have a personal practice. I'm more on the theoretical and applied, practical application side. Practical application of my theories. I like to invent new things, as it were, new medical procedures and such.
Skin from one thing and puts on another thing.
So you take
Not one thing to another thing, from one part of one's body to another part of the same body.
He is a cock doctor.
No, that's just part of where I get to my skin. You got to get for the excess skin where nobody will see it.
With another penis.
Well,
That makes sense.
they're not going to miss it, are they? Might as well use that.
I mean, I guess.
So if I lost a nipple, could you transfer another nipple on me?
Not from another person unless maybe they kind of matched your blood. We don't really have that part figured out yet. That's why I like to use your own skin. But I could craft one out of your own skin.
What
You
if
could
I
craft
lost
nipples?
I can craft anything. I'm an artist.
What if I lost my butt skin?
Well, that would be a preferred place actually to take it for other places. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's a big old thick slice like a lasagna, slice of lasagna or something. It's just, a few layers. The skin has many layers to it.
How many butt cheeks could a man have?
How many butt cheeks you could have? 2? But I am looking at, trying to modify the body as well.
Just like this slope. Is it very slippery?
Imagine one day in the future when you can modify the way you look. Change your face, change your body.
I'm happy with how I am.
Well, hold
Of
on
course. I know people call me mad. People call me crazy. But I swear one day it'll be the wave of the future.
Would you be able to change gender?
Oh, I've never thought about that. That's something to ponder on.
Oh
this-
no!
this-
Now
is
he's
this
now
it?
he's going to try. Is this place?
Not to give him any ideas.
Oh, look at
Pardon
me.
me. Oh, indeed. Let's be careful. There may be something about. I tend to die. Oh my goodness! It's okay. I tend to end up injured up here quite a bit and back in the hospital.
The train. What was last time I saw train?
Oh, indeed. You didn't know the train was running through these parts?
Look at that.
Yeah, just hit your horse on one of the trees.
Oh yes. Yes.
Okay.
The train. You hear
There's-
it?
Look at the train, huh?
Welcome to the laboratory.
Laboratory. Okay, I want to
So we
see
finally
this.
get to meet Dimitri.
No, I'm sure Dimitri's right in
Okay,
here.
Dimitri.
Careful of long-tailed bobcats.
He's made of skin.
All right, so let me check my work here. Okay, nobody's taking my work. Wonderful.
Whoa, this place is crazy.
Okay, yes, nobody's sleeping in my bed.
A lot of heroin here.
Oh, careful, please. Please, some of these are volatile. Those are personal notes. Please be careful.
What is this?
Those are called, that's called a Jacob's ladder. There's another one over here. Right over here.
Who's Jacob?
He's just a man who learned how to control the currents of electricity.
What are these things? Are you making alcohol?
These are called Faraday cages. Oh, no. Those are to heat water, to be able to make elixirs, to have, they're gasified. Basically, you can slowly roast wood, and it puts off a flammable smoke, which you can use for Bunsen burners and such. You can also...
Stuffs work.
Oh, yes, smoke fires work. Takes a couple layers of metal there.
This is kind of cool.
Now, when it gets dark, we turn on most of the power. When we have storms, we got more power.
Looks like you zap somebody.
I told you, I do a little bit of electrical applied sciences, but that might be more the work of that the man that we just met earlier, the one Alistair Farnsworth.
Well, this is interesting.
I use this for a surgery table. That's what I use it for.
It is very standing up.
We are sanitary, as you can see.
What does this thing do?
Which one?
What? This thing with the pencil.
With the what?
With the pencils. What is this with the
Oh.
drum?
Oh, it looks like that Farnsworth has fashioned I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a power storage of some sort.
What? Okay, sure. When the fuck not?
That's what it looks like. Maybe he can store electricity.
And it powers all of your equipment, and here with the electricity, how much power does it make?
I do not know.
One lightning bolt? How long?
I have no idea. I assume a long time. That is a lot of power.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
turn
so.
the valve a little bit. I don't know if it did.
Kevin! No! We don't want anything exploding.
It will explode.
It probably will.
All right, I smell pay time.
Hey,
Damn
don't
it.
worry, I didn't even turn it. Oh, he turned it.
Okay, well, somebody turned it.
I saw you turn it a little bit.
All right, pardon me. I just get through here. Oh, so what are we doing? Oh, yes, you need your payment, I heard.
We took you a very, very long
What
way.
is it, $13 each now?
13,
left? Did
we are
take your
missing
share?
one.
It was $10 each. That's what you said, right?
Well, there's a one
Huh?
less man
No, there's
now.
less.
Yes, there's a man less now. Wonderful. I save $10.
You'll save.
Who's in charge of this motley crew of yours?
You could say you could save $1, and then you give $3 to us each, and then that makes you spend
The
29.
extra.
Well, that wasn't the deal, though.
But we didn't know a man was gonna leave. That wasn't part of the deal.
Exactly.
That's
Unexpected.
It made us
why
secure
don't
each
we,
other
why
much
don't we
harder.
make a deal? $12 per person, just
There we
say.
go, $12.
We'll
Hell
go
even
yeah,
knocked it
that's
off a
way.
dollar.
It's so easy for people to go back on their word. I was going to keep mine.
Go back on word, you'd be paying even fucking
What?
more right now. But now, it is
We
discount.
can make you pay a lot more, but we're not going to do that.
Well, you said $10. You know what would be smarter if you used a bit more civilized tactics would be to accept the $10 a tip, and then I would tip you, each. I mean, you didn't even think about that, did you?
Let's try that. Oh, thank you. The $10 would be amazing.
Yes, maybe that'll be a lesson to you now, how to negotiate in the future.
Oh, well, if you want to tip us, that'd be more than. I wouldn't deny that tip.
I mean, how many wolf encounters did we put down? This man could be dead right now.
Indeed, that's why I paid you $10 each. I told you I only wanted 2 of you anyway.
Something is spooking horse. Hold on.
Oh, careful, it might be the long-tailed bobcat. Anyway, who's in charge of you guys?
It's kind of like a mutual thing, we all run for each other.
Yes, I just want to pay one of you, and you can divvy it out to the others. How's that?
If you want to do that, sure.
Indeed.
I did hear horse get scared. I did hear this.
All right, well, you seem the most down to earth. You're the best dressed. How about I give you the entire money? Let's get everybody so they're aware.
Too.
Come back in. Come back in.
Let's get our payment, huh?
Indeed. I'm going to pay this gentleman right here the entire sum, and he will divvy it up to you equally. Agreed?
You better ask him if that is something he is willing to do.
Yeah, I'll just shoot me it. Don't worry.
Wonderful. 23.
This was pretty long journey.
That and the manly wolf attacks.
There you go.
It'll be attack short.
Alright.
I gave him $46 even. It leaves me with 75-cent piece.
Oh. There you go.
Well, at least here. I'll get more in the bank, of course. Oh, God, I'm feeling so nasty. I need to go to the sink. Please excuse me while I wash up.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Oh, actually, hold on. You get my cloth of wash.
So many stages, huh? One could dream and hope, huh?
Wonderful. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I appreciate the escort.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
don't
take
die.
her in there,
And if
don't
you ever
die.
need any more escort, let us know. And if you know who Dimitri is, we'd definitely like to know.
I'll keep my ears wide open for you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm glad you are not dead by wolves. Wolves would eat your foreskin off in a second, that is for sure.
Well, it's the long-tailed bobcats I really worry about. But yes, thank you for saving me from the wolves, too.
Quicker than wolves, my friend.
Bobcat.
It's a long-tailed bobcat around here.
Alright, I see drinks at Valentine.
Regardless of the length of their tails, they will eat you just the same.
All right, mister.
I'm glad to see you safe.
Here we go
Hopefully
now.
soon.
All right. Das
See you later,
Indeed, thank you.
Das Vidania, Poole.
Das Vidania.
Das Virginia.